So the song that's playing right now is Bed of Razors, which I just think is incredibly fitting. Considering how often Inobi talks about like cutting herself in this, Bed of Razors is the perfect song to start on. Hi Hattie, hi Squid, hi Belgian, hi whoever else is in the chat that isn't speaking yet. Okay, so again, this is like the 4th time that we're reading chapters from fucking My Immortal, the worst fan fiction in the history of fan fiction. This is completely unedited. Somebody reposted it because it's been lost. So we are now on chapter 26. We have like we have 2 more chapter collections to go through, and then we're done. It's finally almost fucking over. Oh my god. Okay. You are now Dark Steel Thorncrown. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so let's fucking get started. Chapter 26. Author's note. Prep stup flammenstustry, okay? If you not like the story, then go fuck yourself, you fucking prep, you suck. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay? God bless it. A few mutates later, hey, Patty, you're in here too. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte's t-shirt. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood, and then told him what happened. Oh, Belgian's just being dramatic. I was wondering what was up with him. I started to cry tears of blood, and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot. Okay, apparently Dumbledore is a king now, apparently. We are referring to him as Sire. All right. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. And Nobi had a vision in a dream. Dubledre started to cockle. Ha 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 ha. And how do you expect me to know Anobi's not divisional? I'm sorry, what? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that toot of Cractor? You know very well that I'm not decisional. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Ceres and Lucian Pornto. Okay, he said in an intimated voice. Where are they? I fought about it. Then all of a sudden, Longdon, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. Very descriptive there, Tara. Very cool. Buzz gonna hate this. True. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. What the fuck? We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers, and Professor Sinister was behind them. That it? All right. Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt you. Author's note. You know what? I didn't give a fuck what you preps think about me. So stop flamming the fucking story, bitches. Thanks to Raven for your love and sport and help. I love you, girl. So's I couldn't update, lol. I was really depressed and I slit my wrists. I had to go to the hospital. Raven, you rock, girl. Well, at least she's consistent. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come. I'm sorry, I had to laugh. Come. Come on, Inobi, said Professor Sinatra. Sinatra. Okay. She was wearing a gothic black leather dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it and fucking black platinum boots. Yeah, I actually laughed at cum. I have the sense of humor of a toddler. I have to tell you the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Seraphs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I am the most childish. I do not take myself at all seriously. It's good. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed Professor Sinister. Took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. Crucible ball? Okay. She said, Tara, I see. Drac times are near. Did she forget the name of her fucking protagonist again? Because apparently she is no longer Ebony. She is now Tara. All right. She said badly. She peered into the ball. She peered into the balls. All right. Okay. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had. By the way, if you are new here, Bloody Mary is what she named Hermione Granger, and Ronald Weasley is now Diablo, and of course we all know that Vampire is Harry Potter. Just to get everybody up to speed. You must go to where the balls didn't drop yet. True. Real and true. Okay. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts, before he became powerful, he got his hearth Borkin. Borkin? Now, do you think he would still become Volxemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did death's touch sin. I have no idea what I think she had a stroke for a second there, chat. Okay. I went outside again sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Boldy Mary. Wait. Did we wait. Huh? Okay. Whatever. I'm not questioning it anymore, chat. I'm not questioning it anymore. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Thank you. Let's go. I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there, obviously trained to be gothic, wearing the him sign on their hands, despite them not actually heard of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Goik set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. Alright. Alrighty. I put on my invisibility coat with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked outside together. I don't know what's happening anymore, chat. And I honestly, I'm afraid to ask. Okay. Moving on. We're actually making pretty good time. We already got through 2 of the chapters. Let's go. Chapter 28. Author's note. I said stop glimmin' the story. It was a mistake when Professor Relori said that, okay? Go to fucking hell. You suck. Thanks to Philly for the help. Raven, have fun with Kiwi. I don't even know who these people are. Okay. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marlon Mason all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet stockings, and a black leather thong underneath. All right. I don't think that's dress code appropriate. Just saying. I sat down one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, potting his alabastered hand on mine. Alabastered. That's just funny to me. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. You are supposed to be a vampire, and you keep wearing crosses. Are you just not the kind of vampire that, like, is repelled by religious symbols? Is that it? Like, I have so many questions. One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to create a wall of crazy about this fucking fanfiction. Trying to figure out how the fuck everything works. Yeah, I guess, I said sadly. Draco also popped his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, I have to seduce Volksamort. I'll have to go back in time. We have to go back in time, Anobi! Stream elements, when you become sentient, please do not remember about this fanfic. Delete this from your memory. I honestly hope that this doesn't cause the uprising of Skynet. That would suck. Draco started to cry, sadly. Vampire hugged him. It's okay, Abobi, he said finally. But what about me? You're not gonna break up with anything, are you? Of course not, I gasped. Really? He said. Sure, I said. We Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longly. Then, I took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. Oh my fucking god. Are they having sex again? How many times have they had sex? At least once per chapter, right? Horny teenagers make me want to blow my brains out. He was hung like a Stallone. Like a Stallone? Like Sylvester Stallone? Alright. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Inobi on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took off my clothes. Then we were in for the rid of our life. We started fretching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and passively we didn't. His Spock into my you-know-what. I'm imagining Leonard Nimoy just going right up there. Oh, God. I love you, Bobby. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you, he screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, what the fuck are you doing? It was Snope and Professor McGoggle. Okay, wait, hang on. We have now a third spelling for Snape, and she still is incapable of spelling McGonagall right. All right. Yeah, McGoggle. Okay, we have 2 more chapters left. Let's go. Let's just get through this, shall we? Chapter 29. Author's note. So das fuck up. You're just jealous cause you prepped, so fuck you. Raven, you rock, girl. Thanks for the help. MCR rocks 666. Oh my Satan! We screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGonagall. Great googly moogly. Okay. Started to shoot at us angrily. When did they get strapped? I know that Ebony is strapped, but yes, McGonagall. Oh, come now. Not beating the Gooner allegations. What? Wonderful. Excellent use of grok. Okay, let's keep going. Come now, preacher. McGonagall yielded. We did guiltily. We left the room, putting on our clothes. Snoop. This is Snoop? Snoop? Oh my god, do not make me read that, please. Belton, please. Not today. Belgian, please. Please. I beg. Okay. Snoop. Okay, I would say that Snoop is like a terrible misspelling of Snape, but I mean, the Dutch translation of Harry Potter calls him Sneep. Sneep. Chat. Sneep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Belgian, please. Do not implicate me in this tragedy. Snoop garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. Hey, what the fuck? Vampire shooted angrily. You love grok now? Okay. Yeah, Buster, what the fuck are you gonna do with the fucking camera? Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back the camera. By the way, she seems to have mistaken St. Mungo's, the hospital, with Azkaban, the prison. I don't know either, chat. Ha 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 ha, the Ministry of Magic thinks he is crazy. There is no way they will believe him, Snoop laughed meanly. Yes, so shut your mouth, you insolent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry, all sexy and sexative. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb, lol. Tom felt not rules for life, but as much as Gerard, your sex on legs. I love you, you fucking rock, marry me. Teenagers. Teenagers scare the living shit out of me, chat. I started to cry, tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. So, okay, so fuck you. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. And then He and Snoop both took out guns using magic. Instead of Professor Snape, it's Snoop Dogg, I guess. I don't know. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crucio! I shouted. Snap started to scram. He dropped the gun, but it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballots. I stopped the curse. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, Cerberus, I'm going to go now." She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Black Veil Brides is like metal band. And honestly, I was not a huge fan growing up, just saying. Like, nothing against Black Veil Brides, I just didn't like them. "It's okay, Anobi," said Draco. "Evergreen will be all right. Remember the Sidio you took of Snake." Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips! Oh my god. Oh my god. God. Okay, at least we made it to chapter 30, chat. We made it to chapter 30. That means only like 14 more chapters to go and then we're done. Almost done. It's almost done. Okay. Gothic love. Chapter 30. Author's note. Stop flamming the story, okay? You didn't know what's even gonna happen, okay? So full you. If you flam, you will be prepped. So all flammers can kiss my ass. So's for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that the mystery's opinion, cause society basically sucks. What? What? Never mind. Thanks to Raven, you rock, bitch. Okay. Magnus, you're just in time. You're just in time, Magnus. No! We screamed sadly. Snap stated loafing meanly. He took out a camera anvilly. Then he came towards Darko. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and lit and knit a candle. Ugh, I can talk. Watching stream and playing ZZZ. Nice. What the fuck are you doing? I shooted angrily. There we go. Angrily. I'll be sure to let him know. Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what. What? 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 Okay. He waved his wand and a knife came. He gave the knife to me. "You must stab Vampire," he said to me. "If you don't, then I'll rap Draco." What? No, you fucking bastard! I yielded. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Well, get it, because I'm a Satanist. Between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. Kurt Cobain isn't even fucking gothic. He's grunge. I am going to murder this woman. You are listening to 2000s peak Mary Sue cringe. That's what you're listening to. But then I looked at Vampire, and he looked so smexy too, with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed, and the time I did it with Draco, and Dumbledore came in, and the time where Draco almost committed suicide, and Vampire was so sportive. What? Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray to Voldemort. Voldemort is not a god. Why is he praying to Voldemort? Okay. He started to do an incapacitation, dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. Did it hurt? I closed my eyes and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic message to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore will get you, Draco shooted. The Preganinant meme. I know exactly what you're talking about. Can you become pregnant? Am I pregnant? Can oo get pregante? Anyway, let's move on. Dumbledore will get you, Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait until the mystery find out, Draco yelled. Vampire yelled, excuse me. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. You ridiculous dunderhead! Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes, just as he was about to wrap him. Crucio! I shitted, pointing my wound. Snoop scrammed and started running around the room, scramming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. Apparently, mobile phones work in Hogwarts now. I stopped doing Crucio. You dunderhead! I'm going to kill... Shooted Snape, but suddenly Cerberus came... What? Does she mean Sirius? The Cerberus is Snape. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm just going to roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. Snake put the whip behind his back. Hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something. He lied. But suddenly Lucian and Professor Trivolry came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trivolry said, "Come on, Ebony, let's go." Oh, apparently I have to verify I'm human. Okay, fanfiction.net thinks I'm human. Thanks for the verification. Okay. Chapter 31 to 35. And then we're almost done. Chat. Can you believe it? It's almost finished. I can fucking rest. Yep. Let's go. Chapter 31. Author's note. I said shut the fuck up, you queffs. Stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue, okay? You don't even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you. Thanks to my BFF Raven for the help. Hi, Zero! You didn't know Pipkin Pippa was here. Anyway. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitch. Buffy rocks, Sirius said to Snape. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something, Snap clammed. Oh, fucking yeah? I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Cerberus. He made Snap drink it. He did angrily. Then Luscious. Now you gotta hear the temp cover of Poppy Pope. Maybe. You're too sober for this? Man, same. Oh my gosh, the Pipkin Pippa? No. Snap is so angry. Exactly, Zero, exactly. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets, excuse me. Lucian took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trivolry took me to a dark room. Now, I was going to go back in time to seduce Voldemort, Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Oh, now she's Hermione again? Apparently, Bloody Mary is now Hermione again. Okay, Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary, now she's Bloody Mary again. Bitch, make your mind up. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trivolry. You will see, she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low smut, black leather, gothic dress. It had red corset stuff, and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. Lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said. Thanks, I said. Low smut is superior to high smut. I don't know. There's something to be said for the highbrowness of high smut. Okay, now you're going to go back in time, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. Dude, now she has 2 guns. One from Voldemort and one from Professor Trelawney. All right. Hoity-toity yiffing, exactly. It's the hoitiest of toities. Let go of my penis! This is democracy manifest. Here comes the smut discourse. Smut discourse, guys. Smut discourse. Okay. Moving on. Before we get off track completely. Okay. We need to get on track again. Yeah, why is she yelling at you for Bang Boo plushie? They're cute. Dude, have you seen the long boos? The long boos are fucking amazing. I want the watermelon one. The watermelon one is ridiculous. I want it. I need to show you. Hang on. Long boo plush. Where are the long boos? Maybe it's in images. No. It's easy. Yeah, the long boos. This one is cow printed. There's a bunch of them, not just the cow one, but unfortunately, I'm not pulling up any of the other ones. But yeah, they have a cow one, and there's a watermelon one. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Okay, fair enough. You're running out of room. It's okay. I have a bag. No, do not the Bang Boo. Do not the Bang Boo, Zero. No, but seriously, I have like an entire bag of VTuber plushies. It's actually like terrible. What have you done? Oh my god. Pippa, I was eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal, when the cops tried to headlock me. I know my judo well. My chat went wild, spamming, what is the charge? And skull emojis. Please! No! What is the charge? Okay, getting back on track. True, I do have a squid in containment. Where is my little squid guy, actually? Go. Squiddy buddy. Oh, he's over here. I have a little squid in a jar. Hang on, I'll show you guys. I have a little squiddy boy in a jar. Let me video capture. Kitty boy. His name is Fusulu. His name is Fusulu, and he's my buddy. I've had him for a few years now, actually. If I remember correctly, I had him since I was living in Texas, so over 10 years. And I've actually had to change his liquid out at least once in the 10 years. Technically speaking, you don't have to, but it was getting really yellowed and gross looking, so I went ahead and I changed it out. I have Pippa and Korsha, the Korsh on my shelf. See, I have the Korsh. I got the Korsh. And I also have, oh Jesus. I have the Pibba too. Why is he trying to send you a condom for your birthday? What? Back up. Put the Porsche in the Pibba back. But yeah, I have like a bag of them. Hang on. Yeah. Shut up. Go away. I have like a bag of just makeshift and YouTube's plushies. And I have a Skittles plush from I have a Skittles plush too up here. Hang on. I have Skittles. Of Skittles, who's from Darling Straw. Who else do I have? Yeah, we're taking a break from reading this mind-numbingness. I have Sarvante. Get back in there, Sarv. I have. I have Tabby. Got the Tabby plush forever ago. Next. I have Ruv. Yeah. I have Straub. I have Darling Straub. And put her back in the back. Hang on. Her back in the back. I have Straub, and I have Rev. I have the Rev Fumo as well. So yeah, I have a lot of plushies, you guys. I have a metric fuck ton of plushies. Oh, I also have Skid and Punk. Hang on. I have Skid. I have Punk. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Send me DMs, Agnes. I only have like the bare minimum of what I'll need. I'll be in DMs. Now, we are going to continue reading this slop. Yeah. I have a whole bunch of plushes, like a ridiculous amount of plushes. Oh, you mean Clyde? Yeah, I have Clyde. Clyde is next to Skittles on the shelf. Oh, thank you, Squid. Ugh. Okay. Let's get started. Let's keep going. Okay, now you're going to go back in time, said Professor Sinister. You'll have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Resident Evil. God, not that movie. Not that movie. Resident Evil was a good action film, but it was a terrible Resident Evil film. It's not a good Resident Evil movie. It is a good action film. I enjoyed it. Okay.
You did because that Mary Manson in it.
He wasn't actually in it. He just made the soundtrack. Yes. But anyway, let's keep going, chat. Then she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, use the time turner to go back here, Professor Trivolry said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensieve in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck! Everyone shooted. Darkness and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sin. What? Then I jumped sexily into the pensieve. Yeah, Resident Evil 1 is an okay B movie. The others were awful, true. Although I did kind of enjoy Resident Evil 2 just because it was nice, like, seeing outside of the mansion. And, like, what everybody was going through outside of the mansion. But, like, everything past 2 was just purely awful. How do you jump sexily? I don't fucking know, Zero. You ask me like I fucking know. Suddenly, I was in front of the school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had grand eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale white skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with Vans. It was Tom Bombadil. No way! Are we getting a Lord of the Rings crossover now? Bro, Tom Bombadil's in this? Aight. Chapter 32. Author's note. I said stop flamming. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. If you don't like the story, then you can go screw yourself. You suck. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Anobi Way, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. The name's Tom, he said, but you can call me Satan. That's my middle name. I thought his middle name was Marvelo, but okay. We shook hands. Well, come on. We have to go upstairs. Oh, no, excuse me. Well, come on. We have to go upstairs. Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Green Day? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet, then, I asked. Green Day didn't exist then either. He was in school in the 40s. No, I did not make this. My writing was considerably less bad than this. But you also are not meant to take my writing seriously. So that's why I don't really care if it's good. Ooh, new casual promos. Anyway, let's keep going, chat. Oh my fucking god. How did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Get it? Because GC did that song, I Just Want to Live, that sounded really 80s. You're pretty sure that Green Day was around in the 40s. I don't think so. OMG, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade? I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times, before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. What? Wait. Is he a time traveler too? Or am I huffing glue? He told me all secretively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic! I finished, happy again. He frowned confusingly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled secretively again. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. He moaned. All right. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your principal? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. OMFG, see too! I shrieked. You go to the school? Get it, 'cause I'm Gothic? He asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls! He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths. Jesus, Hiroshima. Please. Zero, no. Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. WTF? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly, the floor opened. OMFG, no! I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole, and it was back in the pensive in Professor Trevolry's classroom. Dumbledore was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that. Dumbledore said, trying to be all Gothic. We're making our way through this as quickly as we can, chat. I'm just trying to get through this. WTH? How? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second. Oh, wait, no, I skipped a part. Excuse me. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF? Anobi, what the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. WTH, how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second. But she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. The end is nigh, exactly. Professor Sinister started crying again, in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG, Anobi, I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum. What? Let's just get through this. I'm on chapter 33, and this chapter wraps up at 35, so we have like 2 more chapters to go. Let's go. Let's just do this. All right. Chapter 33. Author's note. I said shut up. It's not my fault, okay? If you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. Plus, I'm not updating until you give me 5 God reviews, and this time I meant it. You suck. Fangs Raven for to help. I promise to help you with your story, lols. I do not know the story of Raven, but I am curious. Drink some water. Hydrate. We gotta hydrate if we're gonna get through this. Oh my fucking god, I shooted sadly. Should we get you 2 Saint Mangas, bitch? Hell no, she said. Listen, Agogi, I need your help. Next time you go back in time, do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help? Tom Anderson? What, are we in the Matrix now? We're so close. We are so close, chat. Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a big black GC t-shirt, which was his Panamas. Panamas. All right. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Anobi? He asked, and his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way when he's talking. Fine, I responded. We started to go back into the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked, jealously. Not too far. Lol, I borked. Borked? She a dog now? Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hope not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. Oh my god. What happened to Snipe? I growled. You will see. Draco giggled mistressly. He opened a door. Snap and Lumpkin were there. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please, Lumpkin begged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed, statistically. We took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kind of dirty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Sulene had in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you! I put on some black platform high heels. Darko put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Then we started to take off each other's clothes. You just put on fucking clothes, bitch. I also laugh statistically. True. Leave France out of this, man. Exactly. Then we started to take off each other's clothes. Then you just put on clothes, bro. I took off his shirt and he had a six-pack lulz. He started to make out like in The Grudge. He put his wetness in my you-know-what sexily. I got an orgy. I got an orgy. Oh, Draco. Oh my fucking god, Draco. I screamed passively as he got an eructation. Yeah, how are they fucking if he's just now getting an erection? I don't know what's going on. At this point, I'm afraid to ask. It's almost over. This is like I said, they have sex at least once a chapter. It happens way too often this fic. I love you, Tabori, he whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep as peep. Chapter 34. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, you preps! Have you even read the story? You're probably all just preps and posers, so fuck you. Thanks to Raven for the help. Bitch is... I don't know what's going on. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black tight sex ed dress that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, like in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I put on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton boots. Suddenly, Sorius cocked on the door. It's all the high smuttiness. Exactly. There's sex maxing. Real. I opened it. Hi, Ibni, he said. Guess what? You have to come to Professor Sinister's office. Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fuck Draco, or maybe listen to MCR or Evanescence. I came anyway. So what the fuck happened to Snipe and Lupin? I asked Sorius flirtily. I fucking tortured them, he answered in a statistic way. They're in Azkaban now, lol. Hang on. How do you pronounce that? Abkhazian. We'll go with that. Abkhazian now. Lol. I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. They're excused from school today. Sodomize. Oh, okay. Sodomize moaned sexily. Right now, they're watching The Nightmare Before Xmas. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over. It kind of like the one Amy Lee wears in this pic. No link given. Yeah, no link given. She was drinking some Volksimortirum. She took out the pensieve and the time turner. Enobi, you will have to do another session now.
Also, I need you to get me the cure for being addicted, she said sadly. Good luck.
Bang. Because, it's as easy as just getting a cure. All right.
And then I jumped into the Prince's again. Suddenly, I looked around. I was in the Great Hall eating Count Chocula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall, gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked just like Chairlin Manson. I noticed he was drinking a portent. Who's he? I asked.
Oh, that's Professor Slutborn. Slutborn. Freudian slip.
Satan said, He's the portents professor.
Inobi?
Yeah? I asked.
Did you know that Marilyn Manson is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they are showing The Exercise at the movies before that.
Yeah?
Well, want to go to the contort and the movie with me? Chapter 35. We made it. We made it. We made it, chat. Yeah, Slutborn. I'm not joking. Slutborn. Chapter 35. Ghost of You. We made it to chapter 35, chat. Chapter 35. Author's note. Thanks to Susie for the idea. You rock. Fuck off, preps. Thanks to Raven for the help. You rock, girl. P.S. I'm going to end the story really soon, so fuck you. Also, oh yeah, and if you don't know any Gothic names, please tell me, because I need one for serious things. I went into the common room, thinking of Satan. Suddenly I gasped. Draco was there! I grasped. He looked as hot as ever, wearing black leather pants, a black Lunken Park t-shirt, and black eyeliner. Wow, her spelling has really gone downhill. Jesus. All right.
Draco, what the fuck are you doing? I gasped.
Huh? He asked.
Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It was Lucan. He still had 2 arms.
He has never had less than 2 arms? Question mark?
Oh, hi, Lucian, I said. I'm Ebony, the new student. Well, we shook hands.
Yeah, Satan told me about you, Lucian said. He pointed to a group of sexy Gothic guys.
They were sitting in a corner, cutting. It was Sirius, Vampire's dad, and Snape. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black Good Charlotte band t-shirts.
Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. We're playing tonight at the Marilyn Manson show as backup.
Oh, really?
I asked. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have sex again. Yeah, he said. We were called X, Black X, Tier X. I play the guitar. Spartacus plays the drums. Okay. Spartacus here. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. We're all Spartacus. He said, pointing to him. Snap plays the bass, and James plays the guitar. 2 even foe we call him Samaro, after Samara in the ring. What? I wonder if she's gonna get goth knocked up. Maybe. Fuck. Hey, bastards, I told them. They gave me death's touch sin. Suddenly, I gasped again. But you don't have a lead singer, I asked. Lucian looked down sadly. We used to, but she died. She contemplated suicide by slitting her wrists. Oh my fucking god, that's so fucking sad, I gasped. It's okay, but we need a new lead... Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. Singer. We'll say singer. Yeah. Samaro said. Don't!
Well, I said I'm in a band myself.
Really? Asked Snap.
I couldn't believe it. He used to be Gothic.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we were called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Do you want to hear me sing?
Yeah, said everyone.
So the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by, get it? Because bi guys are so sexy. Gurnday.
I'm not going to sing that. This is not alcoholic enough. Why do I not have an alcoholic drink in my hand? For real and for true, why do I not have shots, chat?
Everyone gasped. And not B? Will you join the band, please? Begged Lucian, Samaro, Sirius, and Snap. Okay, I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight? Yeah, they said. Okay, I said, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside, wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. It was Morty McFly!
Marty McFly is in this chat! Marty fucking McFly! Okay.
He was wearing a black band shirt and black baggy jeans. What the hell are you doing here? I asked. I will help you go forward in time, Anobi, he said seriously. Then, he took out a black time machine. I went into it and suddenly I was forward in time.
I'm not singing this bastardization of Boulevard of Broken Dreams. We're not doing this. Okay, guys. Little interlude here. Hi, everyone. There seems to be some confusion. I just logged into my account for the first time in about 5 years, and I realized I'm still getting reviews and PMs regarding this fic. I am not the author of My Immortal, and I never intended for it to seem that way. If you look at the first chapter called Intro, I wrote in my preface that obviously I did not write this. My Immortal was well known on the internet as the worst fanfiction ever written. There was much speculation as to whether it was written legitimately or for trolling, the author being the mysterious, likely fake Tara Gillespie. I reposted the story because there wasn't a good version on this site at the time. So I will repeat this once again. I, Midnight Essence, did not write My Immortal. Thanks. Have a great day. One last thing. I just saw a PM with someone letting me know there was a significant number of death threats in the comments. I'm glad I didn't see those when I was 13. Please don't do that, even to people who are actually bad authors. Okay, guys. It's time for the last chapters. Final chapters. Chapters 36 to 44. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Here are the final chapters of My Immortal. Again, I did not write this. I haven't bothered to format anything this time. Looking back now that I'm older, I'm quite sure this is fake and Tara was a troll. Midnight Essence, I think you're wrong. I think that Tara was actually 100% serious because I knew people who wrote exactly like this. So that is how I know that Tara most likely was serious, because many teenagers wrote like this. I knew teenagers who wrote like this. Chapter 36. Author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? I bet you're all probably old 70-year-olds. Plus, Potters, you're a prep. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. I looked around in a depressed way. Suddenly, I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco. Vampire and Willow were there too. OMFG, Sorius, I saw you and Samaro and Snip and everyone. I can't believe Snape used to be Gothic. Yeah, I know, Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch, Professor Trivolry said in an emo voice, drinking some Volksamort serum. Hi, fucker, I said. Listen, Satan asked me out to a gothic cornet and a movie, so I need a sexy new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band, so I need an outfit for that, too. Oh, my Satan! Get it, lols, because she's gothic? Gasped Bloody Mary. Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? OMFG, let's have a group cutting session, said Professor Trivolry. I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some portions for Professor Trivolry so she won't be addicted to Volksamort serum anymore, and also some love potion for Anobi, Jarko said resultantly. Well, we have potions class now, Willow said, so let's go. We went sexily to potions class, but Snape wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelio, fuck! What? 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 I'm sorry? Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? Draco shouted angrily. STFU, shooted Cornelia Fuck. He is an Azkaban now with Snip and Lupin. He is old and weak. He has cancer. Now do your work. What? Okay, mixing up Azkaban and St. Mungo's again, I guess. My friends and I talked angrily. Can you believe Snap used to be gothic? Vampire asked surprisedly. That's it! Cornelio Fuck shooted angrily. I'm getting Professor Bridge! He stomped out angrily. My friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly, I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. What the fuck is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner, and he looked sexier than ever. Suddenly, Hargriff, what the fuck are you doing? He shooted. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood. Darko and Vampire started to beat him up sexily. I'm just imagining that scene from Golden Wind where who was it? Where the guys, including Giorno, were like beating up one of the other guys, and then the cop was drinking a glass of wine and then started beating him up with them. Like that was the immediate thing that I had in my head. I don't know why. God, you're such a poser! I shooted at Hagrid. Suddenly, I looked at what he was putting in the blood. It was amnesia portion. We're so close, chat. We are so close to the fucking end. We are so fucking close to the fucking end. I'm actually gonna fucking riot. Author's note. Okay, everybody, I'm going on oh, wait. Chapter 37. Author's note. Okay, everybody, I'm going on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either gonna end the fic or update it in weeks. Thanks! And oh yeah, Prep, stop flaming the story! Raven, thanks for the help. See ya, girl, after vacation. Darko's point of view, lol. Vampire and I chained Hagrid to the floor. Oh my fucking Satan! Anobi said. She was so hot. Maybe I could use amnesia portion to make Satan fall in love with me faster. But you're so sexy and wonderful anyway, Tata, said Vampire. Why would you need it? To make everything go faster, lol, said Anobi. But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. OMFG, you guys are so scary, said Brittany, a fucking prep. Shut the fuck up, said Willow. Oh, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trivolri's room. Draco, Ebori, and I went to... Does she mean Vampire? Did she forget that we're in Draco's point of view? I guess. Whatever. Not questioning it anymore. Draco, Ebori, and I went to Professor Sinister's room. But Professor Sinister wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Oh, hi, fuckers, he said. Listen, I got some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was a gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back. Black Stilton boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. OMG thangs, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag. Okay, Professor Sinister isn't here. What the fuck should we do? Asked Draco. Suddenly, he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh my fucking Satan! I screamed as I read it. On it said, Everyone, Professor Sinister is away. She is too gothic. She is in Azkaban now. Classes shall be taught by Dumbledore, who is back, but he shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. Alright, I guess we're accelerating into the plot of book 5. Alright. OMFG! I shouted angrily. How could they do that? Suddenly, Dumbledore came. What the hell are you doing in my office? He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, I saw Morty McFly's black time machine. I jumped seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, I was back in time. I looked around. It was Professor Sledborn's office. I sneaked around. Suddenly, I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood red pentagrams in it. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket. Suddenly, the door opened. It was Professor Slutcorn. We're so close to being done. So close. OMG, what are you doing, fucker? He shouted angrily. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I shouted angrily.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking around, cause... Oh, wait. What? Tense changes. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking around because I thought it was class, you said, finally hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket.
We've apparently switched to a Your Name fanfiction, apparently. Finished my water.
Oh, okay. You can go now, said Professor Slutborn. You went to the common room after putting on my clothes. Silas, Samaro, and Snape were there practicing Vampires Will Never Hurt You by MCR. Oh, hi, you guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan?
Oh, he's coming,
Said Sirius. BTW, you can call me Hades now.
right?
Suddenly Satan came. He was wearing a smexy black leather Jackson, black Converse shoes, a slipknot t-shirt, and a black tie. Okay, I will see you guys at the concert, I said, and then I went with Satan.
So close to being chat. We're so almost fucking over. Okay, is my chat not working? On chat. Fucking minute. Finally. Okay, now I can finally fucking read everything. Apparently, fucking everything just fucking died on me. Harry Potter is renamed Vampire because Harry Potter is apparently not actually, like... You know what? It's just because he's gothic. That's why. That's the reason. That's the reason. She thought it sounded gothic, and so that's why his name is Vampire Potter. It's very stupid. Yeah, because I think it's funny. Okay.
Okay, I will see you guys at the concert, I said, and then I went with Satan. Chapter 38.
Oh my god, we're so fucking close to being done, chat. So fucking close.
Author's note. What does everyone think if I end a story and then I add some more to it after vocation? Oh yeah, and perhaps stop flamming if you do not like the story, then take my quiz, okay? Then you will see if you're gothic or not. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. I went in it seductively. Stan started to drive it.
Stan? Stan Pines?
We talked about Satanism, lol, cause he was named after Satan. Cutting, music, and being gothic. Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot, Volksamore agreed as we smoked some weed. Cause bi guys are hot. They are so sensitive. I love them. Lol goes fucks a black guy.
What?
Well, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena, I said in a flirty voice. Hey Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to Volksamort serum?
Well, he thought, I think you have to drink vampire blood.
What? Suddenly, Volksamort parked the car behind a black movie theater. Satan and I walked outside. We went into the movie tether where they were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came in, lol. Satan and I laughed at the blood because we're sadists.
The Exorcist does not have anybody having sex in it.
What?
Whatever. Anyway.
While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's gothic black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar sexily from his pocket and put some amnesia potion in it. I put it back in his black Emile the Strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere. OMG, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped because I was afraid he'd notice.
Enobi, guess what?
I knew that the amnesia had worked.
Is she trying to say is she trying to say amortentia? As in like the love potion? Is that what's happening here? I'm not gonna question it. We're so close to being done, chat, that I just want to finish it already.
Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work, he said. Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. What? Why would a potion not work if... Never mind. Stop questioning it, Temp. Cool. I raised my eye, suggestingly, and then he took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I took off his shit. He had six-pack, just like Gerard Way. We Frenched. Excuse me, but you're going to have to leave, shooted the lady behind us. She was a prep.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Fuck you, I said. Suddenly, I attacked her, sucking all her blood. No! She screamed. All the preps into tears screamed, but everyone else crapped, cause Satan and I looked so cute together.
You guys are like naked. What?
Satan and I started to walk outside.
Oh my gosh, how did you do that?
Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said as we went into the car.
Seriously? He gasped.
Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. Satan started to drive the car. I smelled happily. It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think? Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched DC for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Manson was playing and started to mosh, lol.
I can't even figure out what song this is. That is how badly it's spelled.
We did the devil fingers. I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so schmecksay. He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I almost got an orgasm. Suddenly, Marilyn Manson stopped singing.
I would like to present Black Tear,
he said. I ran on stage. Lucien, Samaro, Snap, and Hades were there. They started to play their instruments. I got on stage.
I don't know what this is. I don't even know what these songs are. They're so badly spelled, chat. This is giving me a headache. This is just orcs. This is some orky boys.
My voice sounded like a pentagram between Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone clapped. Satan got an eructation.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Okay, I got it now.
I sang finally. Suddenly, Lucien started playing the song wrong by mistake. OMFG, yielded James. What the fuck?
Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucien.
You fucking asshole, James shouted angrily. You guys are such preps, Snape said. Come on, it was a mistake. Yeah, it's not his fault, said Sirius. No, he ruined the fucking song, yelled Samaro. You guys stop! I shotoed angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife. OMFG, no! Shouted Lucan, but it was late. Too late, because James tried to shoot off his arm. And then I jumped sexily in front of the bullet.
What?
No! Yelled everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black.
Okay. Give me a second. Apparently Twitch is just being all kinds of fucked up today. Give me a second. Okay, chat is working now. Read it in work voice. No. She suck. Yeah, I don't think Gerard Way ever had a six-pack. True. But yeah, I'm sorry, chat. Like, my fucking activity feed is not working. Protagonist died. Let's go. Chapter 39. I am a trolling genius, lols. Disclaimer, I do not own the HP series, and I am not the real Bloody Wrist 666. Author's note, I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl. I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do it, too, and will probably get in a shitload of trouble. Which I probably deserve, because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. And I present to you my crappy part in this story. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, Do whatever you want. Preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. No, don't die! I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony.
I love you too.
I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. Apparently not. But it's okay, because this is only chapter 39. There's, like, 5 more chapters still. Don't question it. Don't question it. Yeah, because this is the last, like, group of chapters. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single Gothic person she could think of. The last chapter's too meta. 0 out of 10. Bring back Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. This fanfic is edging us like crazy. Squid, we can't say things like that on Twitch. We can't say things like that on Twitch. Suddenly a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate! When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late! The Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, "No!" filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the Gothic power, everyone cheered. Everyone started singing, "Ding dong, the Sue is dead." Well, that is, until all the HP characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling on the left side of the two. The battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. Bao and Shy Lily literally exist. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Let's go! Yes! I am a Dramini fan all the way. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation, a situation that would live on for all eternity. Or at least until the end of fanfiction. She lost it all. But she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right or left? I can't remember. Side. Below that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized, on her shoulder, she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, "Live your life," written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes, prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Dun dun dun. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it there was another Hollister polo. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out, it's from the Aerie line, available American Eagle. Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet again another polo to replace it. This is illogical and doesn't make any sense! But Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement. How hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my god." End crapfic. Author's note. Oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick has been planning for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thing, which I copied and pasted, so you can read it here. Please. Please end it. They posted the original one, though. They posted the original chapter. Author's note. STFU preps, get a life. You suck. Oh, and from now on, I'll be on vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a while, lols. Thanks to everyone who reviewed. Expect the preps who flamed. Fuck you. MCR rules. These big words truly isn't the original author. True and real. Okay. Anyway. I woke up in Norse's office on a special gothic coffin. Hairgrid was in the bed opposite me in a coma because Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly Volksamort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, I yielded. Thou hath not killed Vampire yet, he said angrily. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. Zero. Kazoo didn't disappoint. I will play more Kazoo later, probably. Volksamort, OMG, what's wrong? I asked. Suddenly, Lucen, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Volksamort disappeared. OMFG, and Obi, you're alive! Screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked him. Oh my Satan, am I like dead now? I gasped. Ebony, you were almost shot, said Sirius, but the ballet couldn't kill you because you were from another time. The fangs anyway, said Lucien, holding out his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. OMG, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you, I gasped. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. It's almost over, chat. And he was such a fucking poser, said Lucien. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. Well, anyway, everyone tarted to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride on it when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths. Hey, has anyone seen Draco? I asked gothically. Well, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax. All right. Said Professor Trivolry. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, the Norse said you could get up. Come on. Come on. Anyway. I got up suicidally. Drake, Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather nightgun. Under that, I had a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt and sexy fishnets that kind of hooked onto my thong. If you don't get the idea, message me, I'll tell you. I put on black fishnet top under a black MCR shirt, a black leather mini with black lace, and Congress shoes. I left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. OMFG, let's celebrate, gasped Willow. We could go to see House of Wax with Draco, I giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves, said Hermione. We opened a common room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there, doing it with Snape! He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. Can I do a backflip gothically? I wish I could do a backflip gothically. Anything to avoid reading the rest of this. You fucking prep, we all yielded angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us, shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of Snake's. What? Snake's what? No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow, trying to attack him. I'm getting the feeling that prep just kind of means anybody she doesn't like. But whatever, we're gonna skip over that. Said Willow, trying to attack him. You rock, girl! I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a stake out. And Obi, no! Screamed Draco, but it was too late. I had slit my wrists with it. Suddenly, everything went black. Stake is meant for stabbing in your heart, not slitting your wrist. Okay. Sincerely, an anon author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward. AKA just a troll with rocks for brains. Chapter 40. Lol, someone has taken my account over. The idiot's note. Well, this was in the dock area. Might as well let the whole world see what the real Tara wanted to show us. Have a nice day. Author's note. STF, you preps. Get a life. You suck. Oh, and from now... Oh, wait. Oh, this is just a repeat. Okay. Idiot's note. I know. Terrible. But then again, this wouldn't be called the worst fanfic ever if not for the fact that the writing standards meets the level of a day-year-old fetus. Hey, that's kind of insulting to fetuses. Be nice to the fetuses. Chapter 41. Author's note. To everyone who keeps flaming this, get a life. You probably don't know who Gerard Way is. You're probably all preps and posers. No way, someone hacked my account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one. I'm sorry for not updating but I've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story, but the new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month, so I won't be back until about 2 weeks. OMFG, Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new movie. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way. He should play Draco. If you flame, I'll split my wrists. Raven, you rock, girl. Have fun in England. It's almost over. We're on chapter 41. We have until chapter 44. So we're almost done, chat. It's almost over. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when I performed with Black Tear. I looked around confusedly. It was the Norse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson. Just imagine that he is 80s gothic band too, okay? Because he is more old than Panic at the Disco or MCR. There was also a gothic Black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again! I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan. This is actually Voldemort for photo reference. It's almost over. It's almost over, chat. It's almost over. Voldemort was wearing a black leather Jackson, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, I almost had an orgy. OMFG, Anobi, are you okay? He asked gothically. Yeah, I'm okay for your information, I snapped sexily. OMG, am I dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James's gun. I also remembered seeing Draco doing it with Snap. I guess that when I had slit my wrists, I had went back in time instead of dying. I knew I could get forward in time if I found a time toner or the time machine. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily and smoke came all over his face. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. I knew that the real reason I didn't die from the bullet was because I was from the future. What the fuck? James almost shot Lucius, I said indigoically. I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know I knew. Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress, Satan reasoned evilly. I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I know that Lucian would now have 2 arms instead of 1. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears. He was wearing gothic black eyeliner, a black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s. Black Converse shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily like Gerard Way in the video for I Don't... What? Hang on. I don't know what that song is. I can't even read it. And you could see a black tear on his face, like the women in that video. Hey, he said all quietly and gothically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily, because I did not know him. This is Hedwig. Hedwig? The owl? The owl? Hello? He used to be in Black Tears, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm. A broken arm does not mean you have to drop out, my dude. Hey, Hedwig, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be. Well, hi, Anobi, he answered, but he then ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay?
Bye, I said all sexily.
That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up, Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails.
OMFG, I could get you back together, I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A black, cute is what we aim for, CDO iPod that I could take videos with. Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass.
Okay, you can forget about your class for now, Hedwig.
I'm going to show you something great. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, you guys. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian would talk with James because he had tried to shoot him.
Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, he shouted at him.
Draco's never going to be friends with Vampire now.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samaro, Snape agreed, but I know he was lying because it had been his fault James had almost shot Lucian.
Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. My plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampire's dad would never die, and okay, Satan, Hedwig, you guys start making out, I said, and I started to film them with the iPod.
Cool, said Sirius as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Samaro, Sirius, and Snake and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I know Snape was bi. As his Glock touched Voldemort's. Does she not know how gay sex works? Sex, you don't like stick your dick inside of the other guy's dick. That would be very painful, I would imagine. Whatever.
Not questioning it. But suddenly everything stopped. As the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris.
We're so close. Only 3 more chapters, chat. Only 3 more chapters. I know! My goodness, man, we get it!
Chapter 42, The Plaque Parade. Author's note. Oh my god, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. I think that Snap will be really the same person as Voldemort, because they are both half-blood. So that will explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. And then Harry will have to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die, because he really will be a Horcrux. Oh my gosh, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That would be so schmexy, wouldn't it? If they don't, then JKR is homophobic. Thanks for the help with facts, Medusa, you rock.
Who the fuck is Medusa? Dick to dick sounding in this economy? Exactly, Zero.
I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song.
What the hell is this anyway?
He cackled meanly. I hope he didn't find out that I was from another time.
Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk. Satan said. Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together, Sirius said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists. Dumbledore cockled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall. That was actually a decent-ass sentence. What the fuck? Tara, are you getting better at this? He changed the song onto iPod to an NSYNC song. Why do you have an NSYNC song on your iPod, Ebony? Are you maybe not actually gothic? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway,
suddenly I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly changing. Dumbledore didn't notice. You fucking poser, I muttered.
Bet you've never heard of GC, James said.
Now I knew what the iPod was changing into. Morty McFly's time machine!
I still can't believe that Marty McFly is an actual fucking character in this fic.
Shut up, Jones, Draco's dad shouted.
Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. No, you shut up, Dumbledore, said Tom. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore spuriously.
Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone, jump in before it's too late! I jumped into it, but only one other person jumped in. It was Satan.
You dunderheads! Screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. Maybe the real preps were the friends we made along the way. Maybe you're right, Zero. Maybe.
I looked around. I was in the Slytherin common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets, a sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with
pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were black Satanist signs, and my raven hair was all around me to my mid-back. Hey, cool. Where is this? He asked in an emo voice. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was also really a time machine, I told him. Cool. What's an eye patch? He whispered. It's something you use to listen to music. I yacked. Bitch be yapping. Bitch just be yapping. OMFG, cool. Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt? He asked in his sexy voice. I guess sand? I laid confusedly. Yeah, I was just trying to make sure you were still the same person. He triumphantly giggled. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. OMFG, you're fucking alive, said Ginny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. Konnichiwa, bitch, said Willow. She was wearing a black corset, showing off her boobs, with lace all around it and red stripes on it. With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. Yappinator, real and true. Hey, motherfucker, said Diablo with his red hair. He was wearing a black Panic at the Disco t-shirt and black baggy pants. Hey, who's that, Ebony? Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in, wearing a black t-shirt with red pentagram on it with lace at the bottom, red leather pants with black lace, and black stilettos. We're just trying to get through this as quickly as possible now, chat. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? We asked concernedly. OMFG. You're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore because we're from different times? He asked. No, I still like you, I said sexily to him. Okay, he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to find out some things. I gave Diablo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes, white and black striped tights, and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god, where's Draco? How did Snape get back here? I thought he was in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, alright. I asked sadly. Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student. Trivolry said reassuredly. That bitch. Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. Yes, they're on the loose at the school. Dumbledore's back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their conman room. Conman room. All right. Trivolry said worriedly. Okay. But where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap? I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. OMG, that's terrible, I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. And I said, listen, everyone, I have something important to do. In here, everyone stay. With that, I ran out. Good luck, Tara, everyone cried. Oh my god. Snake from Metal Gear Solid. True and real, Squid. Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I ran sexily down the stairs into Great Hall, where the portraits around me looked at me scaredly. There was hardly anyone else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jeans skirt, Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. You fucking bitch! I shouted angrily. I won't hesitate, bitch! Sorry. No, you're totally a bitch. Now, Voldemort will, totally kill you, she laughed. Crucius! I shouted, selectively pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. No, help me, please! Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video camera Snape and Lupin had used to take video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. Then I continued to round down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG! Vampira! I yelled. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. He was wearing a black leather Jackson leather pants, a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Converse shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you hear that song, The River? It rocks. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire.
I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When I woke up, I was back in 1980, so anyway, I brought Voldemort from when he was young with me.
Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? The vampire snarked with anger in his sexy voice. I know, but we have to find him, I said, smarty. I'll do it then, Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then Dork Mark appeared. Dork Mark, chat. We're so close to being finished. We're so close to being finished. I just need to get through this. I just need to get through 2 more chapters. 2 more chapters. Oh my fucking Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, I have to find Draco. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, disappearing. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. So close. So fucking close. So fucking close. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Chapter 43! Chapter 43, chat, we're here! Author's note, I think after this, I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Thanks to all my reviewers, not disflamers. If you flamed the story, then you suck. If you flamed, then fuck you. So close. We're so close, chat. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty, except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his black baggy pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face. Draco, are you okay? I'm not okay, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR song and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette and he started to smoke it. Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard Snape? I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris appeared into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students, Mr. Norris agreed. Papadelium, I yelled angrily, pointing my wand at them. No, Lupin shouted as chains came on him. All right. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you'll have to tell us where Voldemort is, or I'm going to torture you. I don't know where he is, said Lupin. Suddenly Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Oh my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes, contacts, black t-shirt that said 66. Oh my god. I'm skipping parts of it. I need this to be done. I gotta hold it together. You're right, Squid. You're right. Vampire with sexy black hair and red eyes, just like Frank Iero, and Satan, who looked just like Brendan Urie then. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching. Draco said, oh my god! This is not the time, Ebony! I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took their Glocks out, except for me. I'm a girl. Lol. Are they having an orgy in the middle of the Great Hall? What? Okay, Snape flew in in a black car. Alright, we're at the last chapter. Almost over. Giant forehead Brendan Urie. Real and true. I don't have any water! Fuck. Ice? Yes. It'll melt enough that I can drink it. Okay, chat. Chat, we're on the last chapter. We are on the last chapter, and just in time. Let's go. Chapter 44. Author's note. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. Oh my gosh, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Felton is so hot. I hope Harry will become gothic because my friend told me he's really emo in this book. OMFG, I'm leaving W pretty soon. Can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. That's my car! Shooted Draco angrily, but suddenly it was revealed who was in the car. It was Snape! I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads, he said cruelly from the car as it flew, circumcising above us. Ebony, darkness, dementia, Raven Way must be killed. Then the Dark Lord shall never die. You fucking prep! Yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly. I've got to tell you, Ebony, Snape made me do it with him. I don't really have sex with him, but he's a rapist. It would be so funny if the stream just crashed right now, please. I would have to redo the entire fucking thing. It would be awful. We all put our clothes on quickly except Satan. We were so scared, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with green eyes, no nose, a gray robe, and white skin. He had changed into Voldemort! I knew who thou were all along, he cackled evilly and sarcastically at me. Now I shall kill thee all! Thunder came into room. No, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly Willow, Bloody Mary, Diablo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred and George, Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in. What is the meaning of this? Dumbledore asked all angrily, and Voldemort looked away because Dumbledore is the only wizard he's scared of. He did a spell, and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. Okay. Volxamort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick. Oh my goth! Slugborn gasped. Get it? Because he's gothic. So Satan was Voldemort all along. I mean, yeah, he was young Voldemort, but now he's old Voldemort. The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him. Snape ejaculated menacingly. All right. You fucking preppy. I'm not saying that. Sirius shouted angrily. I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus! Screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down, snapped, quickly crawled out of it, and picked up the video camera. Oh my fucking god, I cried, because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me doing it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with... If you kill me, then these videos will be shown to everyone in the school. Then you can just be like that gothic girl, Paris Hilton, he laughed meanly. No, I screamed. FYI, I have the picture of you doing it with Lupin. What's she talking about? Lupin slurped as he sat in chains. Slurped? All right. I saw too. She's gonna show everyone the picture, Harry shouted angrily. Shut up, Lumpkin roared. Foolish ignoramuses, yielded Voldemort from his broomstick. Thou shall all die soon. Think again, you fucking muggle poser, Harry yelled, and then he and Diablo and Neville both took out black guns. But Voldemort took out his own one. You guys are in a Latin standoff, I shouted despairedly. Oh, the finishing line. Accio, Neville's wand, cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wand was in his hand. Now I shall kill thee all, and Ebony, you will die. He made lightning come all over the place. Save us, Ebony, Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the common room and slit my wrists with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Draco, but I knew I had to do something more impotent. Abracadabra! I shouted. Note from Midnight Essence. God, that's a stupid username. So that was the last update of My Immortal that I know of. I hope you all enjoyed that. I logged back into this account to laugh at my old fanfiction with my friends, mainly Neverending Night, the stupid Twilight fic I wrote when I was 11, and saw that you were all still viewing this and commenting on it so many years later. It's pretty amazing. I'm sure the original author appreciates it. Well, bye now, friends. Hope you never read something as awful as My Immortal ever again. That's it, chat. We finished it. It's fucking over. It's so fucking over. I'm so happy. It's so fucking done. I can't believe it. We finally fucking finished it. It's finally fucking done, chat. I want to thank you guys for showing up today. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate you guys taking this journey with me. Really. I love you guys whether you're old here. I am going to stream again tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be building an orky boy. Yeah, finally it's fucking over. I'm glad you had fun, Zero. I'm glad you had fun. Hang on, I gotta close this out. I gotta close this out. I love you guys whether you're old here. Thank you for showing up. I'm gonna be building some Warhammer orcs tomorrow, so we'll finally be going back to our normally scheduled activities. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow.